Hey, this is Pierre Dacot working at Planet Technologies. Let's have a quick tour of Microsoft Viva. So first, before talking about Microsoft Viva, I want to spend a few minutes with you to probably explain why Microsoft Viva was created in the first place. So I think if you look at your environment, what are the struggles, the main struggles that are connected to the employee experience? Definitely, information chaos is a big hurdle. You cannot find where your documents are. You don't know. Um, you're looking for, a pattern of document talking about a product, a project, and you're not sure where to find this information. That's a common struggle. There are too many documents. You don't know what is valuable, what is official. It's really complicated to navigate, especially when you're in a big organization, but even in a small organization. I can tell you at Planet Technology, we're doing a lot of projects, and when we try to do a new scope of work, a new project, it's hard to find the right document that can help me in my context. Also, I think Microsoft designed Microsoft Viva um, also to take care of the people from a perspective, the well-being and on the well-being side and the productivity side. So I think that's almost all customers have seen tremendous issues with the COVID situation and working remotely, spending more and more times in meetings, having so many meetings in a day, maybe not efficient meetings. When I do a survey with customers and I ask them what is the main struggle you have today, and all, usually the top two answers are the number of meetings or inefficiency of the meetings and the number of emails, because people are still collaborating in email and have too many meetings and too long meetings and not efficient meetings. So that's an issue in terms of well-being, in terms of productivity too. Another issue that most of the organization have is to upskill their workforce. We know that the jobs are changing, and you're probably gonna have maybe 10 to 12. I don't know I don't remember the latest study about it, but so many jobs in your life. And I'm not just talking about the nature of a job. You might switch from one job to the other. So the velocity of the business is really important, and the business, the job are changing all the time. So you need to upskill your workforce. So how do you do that today? And probably Microsoft Viva can help you there. And finally, I think that's the most common and recurring struggle, hurdle in every big organization, and even sometime in small organizations. There's too many silos. Business units are not working together, not aligned. At the same time, people are not engaged enough. The Gallup said that between 70 and 80% of um, workforce are not engaged, so they only come for a paycheck. That's a big problem also to face all those challenges. So that's why I think Microsoft created Viva, and Viva is mainly to give the best experience to the end user regarding four dimensions. That are four different modules, and one will come in the future. One new one will come in the future. There's Viva Connections. It's all about being able to address the right message to the right person with dashboard. You can see on the screen that you can customize the dashboard depending on the profile of the person. If you're a first line worker, you might want to profile their dashboard with information regarding their shift, um, or regarding the tool they're using. So that's Viva Connection. Basically, it's everything of every component of Viva are hosted in Teams, so you can have access. And the philosophy behind that is to have access to all those components into Teams in the flow of work. So Viva is really good when your workforce is already working in Teams, or if you want to push your workforce to work in one place, which is Teams, because everything will go into the flow of work. So Viva Connections, it's about culture and communication, centralizing the information, important information, and also general important information to be sure that people are not missing important messages, but also, you know, contextualize information tailored to your profile. Viva Insights is a component which really is targeting productivity and well-being, giving you insights, personal insights, but also that gives managers insight and the whole organization insights to see how people are working, and if they can change something about the way they are working. So having some data on what you're doing every day in your productivity tools that will help you to adjust and maybe work better. There's topics. Topic is really to better manage knowledge management, your knowledge, so and your expertise. So it's an environment where it can, with thanks to AI, it can crawl all the documents and categorize them with topics, and it can summarize the topics wherever you are. So you're in SharePoint, you're browsing a page as a topic, a word, a keyword, and they will show you potentially a topic card that will summarize, what is about this name of this project name, or what is about this product name, and you'll see who is skilled about this project or this product. What are the documents, the most important documents about this project or product? So it will, thanks to AI, it will find, organize information for you, but also you'll be able, because nothing is better than AI than people. So you will have some knowledge workers who will put some sort of a weight into the topic, saying this document really corresponds to this topic, because the AI will suggest you what AI found and think that part of the topic, but you will be able, as a human, you'll be able to say yes or no, or put important information, attach this information to the topic. And finally, Viva Learning is really definitely an environment that helps you to learn into the flow of work. So it's integrated in Teams. You can browse your catalog of training. There's an integration with LMS system. There's integration with LinkedIn Learning. So if you subscribe to LinkedIn Learning, you can provide all the content of LinkedIn Learning inside of Teams. But you can navigate, you can search, you can recommend, you can assign people, you can share, different training sessions in a tab in Teams. You can notify somebody with an interesting learning session, etc. You can filter. You can look for the training that lasts less than 5 minutes. You can look by topic. It's really a search engine, and also it appears into Teams in the flow of your work, because if you're working in Teams, that's probably where you want to find the information. You don't want to switch from one system to the other. That's the whole purpose of Teams. So let's see that in demo environment, some of it. So let's start maybe with Teams. So here I'm gonna go into maybe I'm gonna try to connect to Viva Learning first. So I don't have the full version, so I don't have the one integrated where I can assign and recommend. I think it's the demo environment is not supporting that yet, but it will give you um, first look at Viva Learning. So Viva Learning, it's an app you can pin into Teams. It works on the web, as you can see, or in the app. So basically, you have an environment in Viva Learning where you can navigate all the, the learning topics you have access to. So here we have access to a lot of courses. Here you can see different topics of learning. If you're in the premium version, because Viva Learning has a premium version which is free, and there's a subscription for the full version integration with assignment and more to it's a version to manage even more your learning. Then you can decide what topic you want to highlight here. But here in this version, full version, I can see already what I've been bookmarked, uh, what I recently viewed, and I can see all the providers. So here I have LinkedIn Learning, Microsoft Training, and Microsoft Learn, but you can have other LMS system you can integrate if you have purchased them. And you can filter by duration, so you can see what is under 10 minutes, between 10 and 45 minutes, etc. And so you navigate into your learning depending on your interest, and you can search for a training. So if I'm looking for a training about Teams, I just type the keyword Teams, and I see all the training. So sometimes it's about our team, or sometimes it's about the product team. So maybe I'm going to type Microsoft Teams. And so if I find a training that interests me, I can bookmark it like that. I can share it with somebody. I can see the details, so I can jump into the training. So if I click here, I jump into the training. I'll see the training that comes from, I think, the training center of Microsoft Training Center, and I can watch the training and play the content directly in Teams without leaving Teams. I can, watch the video, and I can close the training, so I can navigate into the training. I can say, okay, that was a very good training, so I'm gonna share it with somebody. So it launches a window in Teams, and you can type the name of the person and notify the person that you found this training very interesting. Note that it's just a recommendation. So here I think it's still in beta mode because I have the link, but I think it will be better in the future. But I can say to Megan, look at this training. In the flow of my work, I don't have to go to the chat and chat with her. I mean, I'm looking at something and I want to share it right away. So that's what I can do. I can also look at all my trainings. So you can see this one I started and bookmarked is here. So if I had the module to recommend, and if somebody recommended me a training, I will see that here. And if I had the version to not the free version, the $4 version per user per month, a manager could assign training, and I will be able to track it here. So that's not just it. If you're working in a team, let's say let's take another one. This team, I found a very interesting training, so I want to add it to my team. So I just have to look for Viva Learning tab and add this tab to my team. And maybe I'm gonna say I'll look because it's a retail. So master retail sales, selling industry. Let's say one more. Those files are interesting. So I can post that, the fact that I created a tab in the channel. And I can post my tab. I can also rename my tab. So I could say um, interesting training, whatever I want to name it, and then I give access to my team that works in this team called retail. I give them access directly where they are in the flow of their work to the interesting training videos. So, and finally, when I chat with somebody, um, so if I chat with, is there John? While I chat, I can say, this is a huge, great training. And here there's an integration here also here. So I saw a training about SharePoint. No SharePoint. Let's try another. Oh, doesn't seem to work right now. Let's try last time, retail. Okay. So in the flow of my work, once again, if I'm in a chat, I have the possibility to do that. If I'm in a team, I can do that. If I'm in Viva Learning, I can do that. So it's here, it's well integrated. It's better than, the message I sent to Megan. But that's how you navigate into Viva Learning. So let's switch to Viva Insights now. So Viva Insight, you have the personal insight, which again is free, which comes with Microsoft 365. And I guess you know already all those components. I had a video on those components, but in a nutshell, you can see all your activities. You can, reflect on the day, and you can see how, how you evolved during the days, previous days. If you, at the end of the day, you can close out your day and, plan tasks for the next day. Um, so that usually use that at the end of the day. It will summarize what your next meetings are. You can finish also by saying how you feel. And you'll have some short video of meditation, 10-minute video of meditation if you want to meditate. And that's done. You can praise people. That's the meditation part. You can stay connected with people important, so marked important. So AI will see that you work frequently with this person. You can mark it as important. You can book some time for some focus time. So you can book. You can, here I already booked some time. So you can, book time for tomorrow. You can um, plan a virtual commute. So that's what I started in the other window. That switched to the project time. So you have a view of that, of all of that here. And here in Stay Connected, you can see what you missed in terms of interaction with other people. If they ask a question in an email, and it will tell you, did you answer this question? Or if you have a meeting that you didn't accept, it will show you this meeting in this. So you won't forget it. So here, here, for example, that's another example. As a manager, it says that I have a one-one meeting, um, and in the next 2 weeks, I didn't plan any one-one meeting with this person, or neither with Megan. So I can, plan this meeting based on my agenda, and it proposed me some dates, and I just have to send this meeting, and it's done. So it helped me to really guide me through my day. Also, I don't have that in this environment, but in Outlook you have I can show you in my environment without showing you a lot of details, but you have here now you have Viva Insights that shows a window here, and that will also show you different things, so you can catch up on documents you didn't read. You can, set up some focus time, block some time for lunch hours, and see who read your email. Not who read your email, but see how many people read your email, stuff like that. So it's also embedded in Outlook. So that's View Insight, but also the two other components I cannot show you right now. There's a component for managers and one for leaders. So managers, it will help them to better understand how their team is working. If they have too many meetings, if they're short, long meetings, there's some data, and you can really have and some advice on how to better, avoid burnout, for example. So it's dedicated for managers. The information is it's not seen. You don't see who has issues. It's as a team, and it works only if you have 10 manages and leaders at the scale of the organization to see, and you can drill down in all uh, thousands of dimensions. I don't remember exactly, but it's a very powerful tool for leaders to understand, how many meetings are per month in the organization, how many meetings are just with one-on-one meetings, and how many are there some micromanagement patterns in those meetings, and so many insights. So you have a lot of insights that I might demo another day when I have the access to the platform. Also, you have Viva Connections. So Viva Connections is basically your SharePoint site embedded in Teams. So it says as you connect to it for the first time, you can see the content, and you have access to your intranet. It's tailored to your profile. So you can have, here I don't think there is, but you can have what they call cards. So you can, within SharePoint, you can develop cards that will show here. Depending on your profile, you won't have the same cards. It's targeted by audience. And also you have, the typical things, what are the latest news, your news, and what are your latest documents and your frequent sites. And you can navigate also. There's what is interesting, if you click on here, you can navigate those topics also here. So there's a toolbar on the left that helps you to navigate in your SharePoint environment, the portal environment, intranet environment, and it's tailored to your profile. And on mobile, it will work too. So it's definitely very powerful on mobile, because you can see, for example, here it's not the case, and I cannot show you the mobile experience, but you can see, in your mobile, on your mobile, your dashboard, your news, so you don't miss any information, and you can, there's connection with Yammer. If you have Yammer, you can start a conversation here in Yammer. You can integrate content coming from other sources than Yammer, but you can also have, a Yammer view of your environment. So an integrated portal into Teams. So the idea here is first is to connect everybody depending on their context with the information that is provided by the organization, tailored to their need, depending on what they follow, depending on who they are, depending on what community they're part of. Um, so it's one environment, Teams again, where you can find everything, including your intranet, so you don't have to switch in another environment. And Viva Topics. So I'm not sure. So Viva Topics is not well integrated yet into Teams. So let me try to remember where it is. I think I need to switch. To switch somewhere where I can find the topics. So let's try to go back to SharePoint. So while I'm browsing it, Viva Topics is really an AI engine that will organize information for you. So let's try to see if it's here. I don't remember where there is some topics. Might not be here. So let me show you Topic Center. I didn't want to show you that right away, but I cannot find the page where there's a topic. So a topic is, has a name. It has people assigned. So if I click on the topic, for the topic, I can define alternate name. I can have a description. I can have people attached to the topic and documents. And that's I need to pause this video. So I finally find the page where there's a topic. Sorry about that. So I see a news. So I'm exploring my news, and here I can see that Contoso's operation team is proud to announce digital service initiative. So that's new to me. I need to understand. I can see it's gray a little bit. So when I hover this, it shows a card. It's a topic card. So it has been built by the knowledge worker. So based on the keyword, it will show a topic card. Let's see what is this. So the topic card will show me, the name of the topic, the alternate name, the descriptions of people, pin documents, and if I'm a user with specific right, I can see suggested files and pages. And since I'm a knowledge worker, actually, I can edit this page, as you can see. I can add a new alternative name to digital service initiative, so it can show under other keyword. So I don't know, what can let's say compliance. So I can several alternate names. I can people see if I know that there's somebody else. So for example, Joanna Lawrence is very knowledgeable. I describe how she's connected to this work. on the last 3 projects. So I can, add information to this topic. I can also say, okay, finally, I don't think this document should be pinned, but this suggested document should be pinned. So I'm going to pin it and switch to here. I can say there's a site that talked about digital service, so I can add the site, add a SharePoint site. I can really, you know, search the URL. Here I don't have anything, but let's say sales and marketing. And I can see the suggested sites, and I say, oh yeah, he's right. Contoso team also is talking about this new initiative. And here I can see, the different topic and connect to the topic. So I could add other topics. I don't know if yeah, there's another topic, so I can connect those 2 topics. And explain why they're connected. I can allow people to make comments and republish. So now if I browse this topic or this topic, I guess if I click here, I can see the detail of the topic, can switch to this topic and see same thing. Who are the people? What is the description? What are the documents, the suggested documents? So when a knowledge worker can screen what is really related to this topic, AI will suggest something, but the person, knowledge worker, is definitely better to. And also when it does that, it helped the AI. It's deep. It's a learning curve for AI with the assistance of a human. So that's the goal of topics, and it will show soon in an email. When you will tap SOAR, you will have the topic card. You will show in Yammer and Teams, and not only in SharePoint. So that's also new features are coming as they are coming to Insights. And there will be in the free version, personal insight. You will have a. I think you will have in the insight you will have the ability to see not only you but your team. There will be a My Team tab here, and you will see some information about your team. For example, did you miss some important document from your team? That's probably very interesting when your team is a project team, because somebody might have published a document you didn't see. So it will show you that kind of information. Other insight will be brought to the end users. So that was a quick and not so quick tour of Viva. There's Viva Topics, Viva Insight, Viva Learning, and Viva Connections. And maybe to finish this, I'm going to show you last slide, if I can find it. A few of the slides that might interest you. About the pricing. So Viva Connections is free. Everything is in GA. Viva Connections is free. It's part of Microsoft 365. Viva Insight, there's a free version with called Personal Insights. But to have access to Insight for leader and managers, there's a fee for $1 per user per month. Viva Topics for $1 per user per month, and Viva Learning, there's the free version that I just showed you, where you can access to Learning app, and there's I don't remember how many courses are from LinkedIn are available, maybe 120, something like that. And it's part of Microsoft 365. But if you want to have access to assignments, recommendations, if you want LMS integration, that's for $1 per user per month. And there's a campaign right now that give you the suite for $9, and there's a new component that Microsoft purchased. They're gonna add that is to manage your KPI collectively. So some details about Viva Connections. Everything is free. For Viva Learning, you see the difference. So this is part of Microsoft 365. So you have a lot of content already. I showed you this content, but if you want to have courses, recommendation, if you want to integrate with a partner, content provider, if you want to integrate with the learning management system, if you want to surface learning content across Microsoft Suite, not only in Teams, but other components, and soon you will have also all the other features are part of Viva Learning, that is $4 per user per month. So there will be an integration with Viva Insights where you can book time for learning, and you can also have a connection between Viva Learning and Viva Topics for what is relevant learning. And what else? Viva Learning and Viva Connections, so you'll be able to integrate Viva Learning to Viva Connections too. Viva Insight, same thing. Personal Insight are free. There will be premium personal, which will be part of the paid subscription, with some insight about your meetings, more insight about your meetings, manager insight. Are in the paid subscription, Leader Insight 2, and you can also have custom analysis tools and accelerators with Power BI that are in the paid version. And topics, so everything, so it's not embedded in Microsoft 365, so you have to pay for it, and it will be soon available in Teams, Outlook, and Yammer, not only SharePoint. And there will be, I'm not sure what it is, answer concierge and contextual search. We'll see when it comes, but there will be added features probably going to be there. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. And there's a promotion, I think, I'm not sure when the promotion is ending, but there's a promotion for $9 for the whole suite, including the 5th components. This was Microsoft Viva in a nutshell in less than 45 minutes. Sorry about that. Hope it was helpful.